Hello all, welcome to the next video of Python. In the last video what we have learned is about the print statements. In this video we are going to learn about the variables and how to initialize the variable and how to get the data types of those variables. And also we learn about comments. So after this class you will be able to initialize the variables and how you can use it at any part of the program. You can change the data type of the variable. And you can annotate the programs, that is, you can give the description to the program that you are writing. So this is an example of how you initialize a variable where you give some value to the variable. Here you can see that the number or the constant 5 is assigned to the variable A using the assignment operator equal. So this is known as the assignment operator, where you assign a right hand, whatever you are giving in the right hand side, to the variable on the left hand side. And when you print a variable, you can see the content of the variable or the number that is stored in that variable, or maybe a number, it may be a string, it may be a floating value, any value. But if you have something in the variable, that will be printed. The value of the variable will be printed when you give a print statement like this. And if you want to check the type of the variable, you can just print the type of variable, that is type within brackets variable, then it will show you the data type of that variable. We can just switch to the notebook and we will see how these things work. So you can see here this is a notebook, and here we can see I have assigned the value 5 to variable A, and when I run that code I will be getting the value 5 will be printed, as well as the type of the variable A will be printed as int. Similarly, I am here trying to assign a value 2.53, which is floating point value. Just recollect it, in the last video we have told that there are different types of numbers, that is integer values are there, floating point values are there. So this is a floating point value, and I am assigning to the variable B, and when I print it I will get the value as 2.53. That is, I am printing B, but what I am getting is 2.53. And next I am trying to print the type of the variable B, and you get it as float value. Now just see this case here, the variable C is assigned as hello world, that is, a string is being assigned to it. So you can see that when you print it, the whole string is being printed, and the type of the variable C is str. And similarly here I am assigning the string using double quotes and single quotes acts as the same thing. D is equal to good morning, and when I try to print it, I will get the value as good morning, or whatever it is in the D will be printed, which is a string, and the type of the variable is str itself. And when you try to initialize a variable A is equal to 5 and then you type it, it will work fine. But consider the case of these two. Here I have initialized a variable A, and here I have not initialized a variable, but I have used it in the print statement. When you execute this one, it will throw an error. Why? Because B has not been initialized, which means that B is not having any value. So it cannot print a value which is not inside it. So that's why the error is being shown. To show you an error, by the time we'll see. Here I have already given value B, but the error will be shown because we are not assigned any value B here. So we can go back to the PPT. See, it will print an error when B is not initialized. So once B is initialized or when C is initialized, we will get the values. So this output that is expected. So the variable names has to be first initialized, that is, should be assigned a value using the assigned operator. And you can see that in this program I have used, see, in the first half I have used A is equal to 5, which is a number, and in the same last part I am using as A is equal to hello, which means that in the same program I am using A is equal to 5, and in the later part of that program I am using A is equal to hello. and when I type print A and print type A, the output will be actually showing string. The A will be showing the string. Why? Because A is now having hello. Actually the essence is that in the starting we assigned a value, a constant value 5, and in the later part of the program it was changed to a string type. So this is known as actually the dynamic typing. Dynamic typing. In the first half it was having an integer value, and in the second half it is having a string value in the same program. So this is known as dynamic typing, that it allows us to change the data type of the variable within the program. Now next is comments. Comments are actually unexecutable code. Unexecutable means every line in the program is actually executable by the Python interpreter, but some lines can be written in the program such that the understandability of the program increases. So those type of statements are known as comments, and this one is written with the help of a hash symbol. You can use a hash symbol in front of the line to make it as a single comment or an inline comment, single line comment or an inline comment. If you are writing comments in multiple lines, you can use triple quotes or double quotes. So I'll show you examples. If you have noticed in the program that I have been showing, I have been writing something in green color. So this is an example of the comment which is not executable. I have used a hash symbol. So whatever comes after the hash symbol in this line will be considered as a comment. So if I want to write something in multiple lines, I can give it in single strings. For example, I can just write it like this. So here I can write sample. This is how it goes. So triple quotes, so just like whatever after the triple quotes will be considered as comment until it finds a demo program, until it finds another triple quote, another matching thing. See here two lines are being used for comment. So from here, from the starting of the string up to the ending of the string, it will be considering as a comment part. That is non-executable part. So next is how we can assign multiple assignments or multiple values to a variable. Here you can see that A equal to B equal to C equal to 3, which means that A is assigned the value 3, B is assigned the value 3, and C is also assigned the value 3. There is no need of multiple lines to do this thing. You can directly use this. So the output will be 3 because A, B and C will be having the value 3. And similarly, you can see here D, E, F is equal to 4, 5.3 and hello, which means that in the single line we are initializing 3 variables. Here it will be assigned in the positional value, positional basis, that is 4, that is what comes in the first place will be assigned to the first variable, what comes second will be assigned to the second variable, what comes third will be assigned to the third variable. That is 4 will be given to D, 5.23 will be given to E and hello will be assigned to F. So this is how the output comes. You see how it comes in our notebook. See here multiple assignments are coming. You can see that when I print the value ABC, 333 is coming. Here also just when I try to execute it, it is executing, and you can see D value is 4, E value is 5.23 and the third value is hello. So this is the ease of using the program. That means no need of different lines for assigning. You can use the same line for assigning the values. And going back to the presentation next. So this is what I said. All the values are in a if it is in a single line will be assigned the same value, and in the second case it was a value was assigned 4 and multiple values were written in the single line, and it was assigned the values in a positional manner. That means first a variable was assigned the first one. So while we are using the second method, that is if you are using this method, that is DEF is equal to 4.3, the number of values that you are giving on the right side should be equal to the number of variables you are giving to the left side, otherwise it will produce an error. So we'll have an example here also. This is another value method of initialization, where you assign a single value here and you are actually using that value for evaluating an expression and assigning to some other values. For example, you are having x is equal to 2 here and you are using that x in the right hand side of an assignment operator. So what happens here is 3 is assigned to y and x is, the second x is assigned with x plus 4, which is 6, and y is assigned the value, x is now 2 plus 5, which is 7. So ultimately y will be having the 7 value and I am printing x and y. X will be having ultimately the 6 and y will be having ultimately the 7 value. So we will see how it works in the Python. This is an example. So just when see this, x is assigned the value 2 here. When you run it and you are trying to get the values of x and y, here you can see that the x value is 6 and y value is 7. What happens is that x is already having a 2. So first y is assigned the value 3 with this, and then x plus 4 means 2 plus 4, which is assigned to x here, and y is having already a new value of y will be equal to x plus 5. X is 2 here, 2 plus 5, which is assigned as 7. So the ultimate final value of x will be 6 and final value of y will be 7. So this is how it works. So this is the explanation that I have told you. Thank you.